this is Diane from Fitness Partners again, and just bring you a little bit more on roller work. So last week we talked about rebalancing, so on the floor, and now I'm going to do this on the wall. For those people who don't like to get on the floor, you can do the rebalancing technique on the wall. So you're going to take your roller, put it up onto the wall so that your hips and head are on the roller, and just lean against it. You're going to walk your feet back so they feel comfortable. Knees are slightly bent, and your tailbone and your shoulder blades are on the roller. So from here, all I want you to do is go rock side to side, side to side, just going from shoulder blade to shoulder blade. You can take your hands to the side, open the shoulders a little bit. So rocking over the SI joint. So from the tailbone and rocking between the shoulder blades. Then come back to center, bring your feet back into alignment. And now I want you to take your arms, bring them up and float them out to the side, reaching out to the sides. And then as you do that, I want you to feel your shoulder blades come together onto the roller and kind of hug the roller, just that little bit of hug. And then make a little circle with your arms as you hug the roller with your shoulder blades. And then circle the other direction. Good. And then hold it there. And then float the arms up overhead. You can bend the elbows. And now activate your lats. And your lats are right underneath your armpits. And you activate those and pull your elbows down to your sides. And then just float the arms back, keeping the shoulder blades attached to the roller. They're not gripping the roller, they're just attached to the roller, just coming up and down. So release and then pull down through your lats, and then float the arms up and pull down through the lats, and float the arms up, pull down through the lats, and float the arms up. Good, and then take them out again, connect, hug that roller, good, hold, and flip your hands over so that the palms are facing, and then just go back to that back wall, open, and then drop them down and go side to side again, just going over the shoulder blades and over the SI joint and the hips, so just side to side, good. And so that is just the rebalancing technique on standing up instead of laying down. So go ahead, and now we're going to take the roller and go to the floor and do a little bit more on the floor. So now that we're down at the floor, I want you to take your roller and you're going to put it right below the belly button. So that's where, right at the hip bones. Okay, and we're going to lay the roller on the floor horizontal, and you're going to put your belly just below the belly button, right at the hip bones, and come out into onto your elbows so that you're looking out. You're bringing your chest through your arms. So you're in a plank position, elbow plank position, just resting your hip bones onto the roller. I want you to tuck your toes under and extend back through the heels. And now I want you to pull that belly button up towards your spine. And as you do that, you're going to lift or barely lift your hips off the roller. You can still feel the roller underneath, but they've lifted off of the roller just by pulling the belly button up. And now you're in that beautiful plank position. And then release. And come back down. Inhale, exhale. Pull that belly button up through the belly. Lift just barely from the roller. So you're just touching, your clothes are touching the roller as you look out, coming into that beautiful elbow plank position, just holding through the hip stabilizers, the belly button. Good, and release. And let's do that one more time. Inhale, exhale, pull up through the belly button, lift, hold. Again, you're connected to your heels, belly buttons lifting, connected to your hip stabilizers, just in that wonderful. So this is a great way to learn elbow plank. And then release and come back down. Good, stretch it back. Come back and stretch out through. And just come back and stretch. And then we're coming up and coming over the roller. And the last thing we're going to do is do a rolling the back. So putting your bra line or mid back onto the roller. Hips are on the mat right now. Elbows are out. You're going to lift the hips and then roll down to your bottom rib. So not into your lower back. You never roll your lower back. And then come back to your mid back. So roll down to your bottom rib. Come back to the mid back. Roll down to the bottom rib. Come back to the mid back. And roll down to the bottom rib. So just about 3 inches, and come back to the mid back. Now from here, you're going to take and just do a little side to side movement. So this is called just cheering, just rubbing your mid back onto the roller, and then slide the roller up, and so you're between your shoulder blades, and go back and forth quickly between your shoulder blades, back and forth. And then go ahead and take the roller to the top of your shoulders and roll all the way down to the bottom rib. Walk it out, take it up to the top of your shoulders, and roll out to the bottom rib. Now remember, you're supporting your neck with your hands at this point, always looking down, keeping the ribs engaged here, just maintaining connection to your core as you roll from the top of your spine to the bottom of your spine. So again, never rolling into the neck or the lower back, always rolling hard spaces. So from the shoulders to the bottom rib, up to the shoulders and to the bottom rib. One more, up to the shoulders and to the bottom rib. Good, then come back out. And I want you to take your roller, maybe just readjust it, since the roller does roll, and take it back to the bra line. Put your heels together and let your knees fall apart. Take your hands behind your head. Inhale, and then exhale, extend out over that roller. So again, you're supporting the neck, don't let the neck drop, and you're just going to go to a space that feels comfortable for you. You're right, the roller's on right below your shoulder blades. You can feel the tips of your shoulder blades on the roller. And you're just extending out, and just relax here. Just breathe. Just stay with your breath. And if your head touches the floor, fine. If it doesn't, you could be here. It just depends. Everybody's different. So it's not about forcing anything. It's just about relaxing, opening the shoulders. Good. Now tilt the chin, lift back up. Inhale. And walk your feet out, soft knees. And then again, extend out over that roller. Exhale. Lengthen out one more time. And just find that nice extension. Just relax here. Keep the shoulders open. So you're getting a nice lengthening of the spine here. Good. Now again, tuck the chin, lift back up, look out, reach your arms up, take a deep breath, inhale, and exhale, roll up, and just stretch forward, and have a great day.
Hi everybody, it's Kelly from Fitness Partners. Today we're going to do a short little ab routine. It's called the Fab 5. It's 5 Pilates exercises where you're all on your back, so all you need is a mat. So the first one we're going to start with is single leg stretch. So go ahead and come down to a seated position. Your legs are here. Go ahead and start with that nice scoop of your abs. You're going to take your right leg up Your left hand's gonna come to your knee, your right hand's gonna come to your ankle. We're gonna go ahead and roll back. That left leg's gonna extend. You're gonna stay in that nice scoop position with your shoulders off the mat. Give your right knee a little bit of a pulse here, and then we're gonna switch. Your elbows stay out. You're pulling your navel to your spine the whole time. One more. You're gonna go ahead and bring your knees to your chest and take a little rest. Bring your shoulders back up. We're gonna go right into double leg stretch. So you're gonna keep this nice cement block here. Your shoulders stay lifted, reaching towards your ankles. As your legs go out, your arms go back. Then you're gonna circle around and bring your legs back in. You've got that nice cement block. Your navel's pulling towards your spine the whole time. Inhale as you go back. Exhale as you come in. Now, if this is too hard, you can raise your legs up so it's not as stressful. I don't want you to feel it in your back. I want you to feel like your abs are pulling your legs in and extending them out. Ooh, there goes the wind. And two more. Go ahead and pull your knees to your chest. The next one we're going to do is a single leg stretch. So your right leg is going to come straight up to 90 degrees. Your left leg is going to go out. You're going to reach as high as you can towards your ankle, getting that nice scoop and pulling your leg towards your chest. You're going to give two little pulses here and switch. And switch. And switch. Get that nice Pilates seated rotation of your hips. And one more each side. You're going to go ahead and bring both feet up to 90 degrees. Your hands are going to go behind your head, and we're going to do a double straight leg stretch. So what I want you to think about, you've got that nice Pilates V, you're activating your glutes and your abs. So your abs are pulling your legs down. Don't arch your back, only go to where you can hold that connection, and then back up to that 90 degrees. Down and back up. Down, back up. Inhale, exhale. And two more. One more. And back up. And go ahead and bring your legs to your chest. So this time we're going to go into crisscross to end with. So your hands are going to go behind your head. One leg's going to extend. You're going to twist, bringing that shoulder. Think about bringing that shoulder to your hip more than your elbow to your knee. Your elbows stay wide and switch. Get a nice little pause. Feel those abs crunching as you go across. And one more each side. Nice. Go ahead and hug your knees to your chest. Bring them down. Do a little side to side. You just did the Fab Five. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi guys, I'm going to do a quick stretch for our Saturday fixer upper. I know last week we did a lot of legs. We're going to do some arms and shoulders, upper back this time. If you can sit on your knees and have your buttocks hitting your heels, go for that. If not, your knees hurt. I have this little towel here. I'm just going to fold it up and place it behind my legs, and it's going to take the pressure off of my knees. Or you have a book or a block. You can put the block between your legs and sit on the block, whichever way is comfortable for you. And as we're sitting and doing these arm stretches, you're going to also stretch the tops of your ankles, your shins along the front. You've been doing some work this week. So press your toenails down into the floor to take the pressure off the tops of the feet. We're going to sit nice and tall and just raise the arms up and take your left arm, stretch it and reach the right hand to the wrist. And as you pull over to the side, you want to feel that nice stretch up the rib cage and the arm, stretching and pulling up and over.
Now grab the other arm, pull it up all the way straight, and then reach over to the other side and stretch as far as you can. We're going to do the other side again. You're going to reach your arm up. This time as you reach over to the side, twist a little bit and look up under your arm. Come back to center, reach and twist and look up under the other arm. So breathe through these stretches. You want to get some breath into the tight areas. Bring your arms back behind you. And then you're just going to hook your arms together. So grab your elbows if you can. Grab whatever part of your arm you can. You're going to roll the shoulders back and down. Lift the chest. And try to anchor the tailbone down and settle those ribs in. All right, that's the start of our little arm binding pose. So I have this towel, or you can have also a strap, and you're going to put it over one shoulder. So as your left arm goes behind your back, your right arm is going to come up tall and reach for that strap or towel, whatever you have back there, and start climbing the bottom hand up towards your shoulder and walking the top hand down towards your shoulder. So you're trying to work to get your fingertips to touch each other or clasp your hands. And then sitting nice and tall, the head's on straight, we're not rounding over. You're trying to stretch that right elbow up and the left elbow down and breathe through it. And then bring your strap or your towel over to the other side, release the bottom arm and then the top arm. Take your right arm up behind and grab that towel. Left arm comes up and grabs the top of the towel or the strap, and you have something to have leverage to pull against. So start walking your bottom hand up towards the shoulder and your left hand down towards the shoulder. Now we're going to pull the elbow on the top up towards the ceiling and pull the elbow on the bottom down. Settle your rib cage back in and sit back on that block or your heels, wherever you are. And once again, release. Okay, take a right arm out to the side and pull it across, and just grab that shoulder and pull it over, stretched across your body. Breathe a couple breaths through here. Inhale, and then exhale, bring the other arm across and grab a hold of that shoulder and stretch and pull it, keeping the shoulder down. Stretch and reach, breathing in, breathing out. Simple little arm stretches. Back to center and roll the shoulders back and down. Roll the shoulders, make them bigger. Maybe 3 in one direction, and then we'll go 3 in the other direction. 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, take your hands back behind you. Grab your right ankle with your right hand and bring the leg forward. Now we're just going to lean back, and we're going to try to stretch that left thigh. So from the hip to the knee, you keep the knee down on the floor, and you lean back with your body, sink the abs in. And if you want, bring your right ankle across your left knee and open that right knee out. So we're trying to get a little bit of a hip stretch here. You're stretching your shoulders on the way back, and then release. Come back up and place that foot back in place and bring your left foot forward. Again, have your tailbone scooting forward on the block of the floor, lean back into there, sink the abs, stretching from the right hip flexor all the way down to the right knee. Keep the right knee on the floor and lift the left leg up and then cross it over. So we're just going to make that figure 4 position. Breathe through it. Ooh, a couple breaths here and there. And then come up and release that foot back. Okay, take your block out. Have a sit forward on the floor and extend the legs forward. Arms are going to come up. Inhale. Exhale, you're going to reach and loop your big toes with your index finger. And then push your feet into a pointed position. So you're pointing your feet to stretch that low back, and then flex and release and come up. Point and stretch, and then flex and come up. And one more time. Point, stretch the low back, flex and come up, sitting nice and tall. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, twist to your right. And use a little bit of leverage to twist. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale, twist to the other side. And really twist, use leverage against your leg. Bring it back. Inhale up, bring your feet together. And we're done.